Hi, Cancer. This is Just with your 2020 yearly tarot reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, if you guys were here last year, then we're doing something different. We're looking at the quarters rather than month to month. Um, and so we're starting with the first quarter for those of you who are tuned in. Now, welcome for any of you that if this is your first time listening this particular year. Cancer. So as you can see for some of you, this start of 2020 kind of there's still some bit of confusion, and not being able to kind of settle or quote unquote settle a score with a particular person or situation. Some of you are coming out of wrapping up a dynamic when it comes to family, happily ever after situation with a particular individual. Okay, so you're leaving that behind for some of you. And for some of you, there may have been a family dynamic that has changed to some extent. It may not be what it once was, right? And some of you are coming into the new year feeling a bit as if life is kind of coming almost full circle. Some of you may be saving, preparing, strategizing, and planning when it comes to your house, your foundation. Definitely saving up to perhaps get a new home, about to decorate your home, looking into getting contractors and seeing how you can beautify your home for some of you. So home, the first 3 months will be where the heart is for a lot of you. And I do feel like a lot of you feel like you've either saved money or you're looking to kind of make a deal. If you're doing real estate, it probably will be a good year for you as well, but we'll see as we get further in. Now, children will be the main focus the first 3 months, and some of you may start doing something in relation to children when it comes to finances or starting your own business, career matters. You are getting a lot of messages straight out. A lot of messages, and I do see for some reason you are the second sign that I've done. No, yeah, I think that fire signs are very prominent. So I don't know if it has something to do with the seasons, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries season, which is just going to be very prominent, or something about fire signs that are taking center stage in the year of 2020. However, there is a lot of communication that will be going back and forth regarding an individual. Male energy is what I get here. And some of you are coming into this new year kind of on your own and having given up quite a bit. Some of you may have gave up certain things, especially if it revolved around arguing, fussing, and fighting, drama, endless back and forth. You're letting that go. You're letting someone have everything that they feel is necessary for them to gain. Someone is just has an insatiable appetite, and you're like, go, have it, take it all. I don't care. I'll start over. And that's what you're doing. You're kind of starting over. And now that you've kind of cut out a certain issue, problem in your life, and you're moving forward, you're going to feel like life, like you're reborn. Life is good again. Some of you will find money to be coming in quite nicely. You will have to get up and probably travel. Some of you may start to work a job or start a career that has you more out in the field. You're taking your ball and going, or you're starting something completely new. You're setting a new intention and investing in a new way to increase your financial portfolio. That's so business, right? I mean, we could get a little bit more relaxed than that. So career, it looks really good. Some offers will be coming in for you guys, or you just really feel like you're in a good place when it comes to career. There can be secret love in the workplace. We'll get into love in a minute. Definitely feeling festive. Again, feeling like you, although again, there may be a tyrant or someone that you're battling, it's a battle of egos, battle of wills, and you just kind of don't trust this person. You really just don't know when the end is near in sight. But some of you, you're just going to continue to move forward, and I don't feel like you want to play their game anymore. Whoever this person is, You don't want to play that game anymore. You have people, like family life is getting better. Your home life is starting to look a lot better for you. You may have someone in the home now that makes all the difference in your home life. There's a lot of kind of reconnecting with friends and family and really feeling anew, feeling really solid and feeling like you got the poison, if that makes any sense, out of your life, away from you, and you can see the difference. You can feel the difference. Now, finances for the first 3 months of first quarter looks really good. Obviously, there's going to be more increase. Typically, that's the case, right? You have taxes coming up, that sort of thing. So things paying off for the works that you've done in the past will come into you now. It could also be unexpected money coming to some of you, but I would say be conscious. And I think a lot of you will approach your money matters very consciously, for those of you who need to, because there's a plan. You have a real plan that may be necessary for you to hold out and hold on to 4,000, 40,000, that sort of thing, 40%, in order for you to get ultimately a home. You have your eyes, and your eyes is sought on this home. Like, you want to buy a home. You want to have something that is a great foundation, and for some of you, it could be your starter home. For others of you, if it's not, then you may be looking at another thing, another project. You have your eye on a particular thing that's going to create, and it's going to cause for you to have to invest in it somehow, but it does create some form of foundation, and I don't see you going into it alone. There is some form of partnership, and entering into this with another person in mind. You may have someone else in mind to go in it with, and be keeping that to yourself. Now, there are some secret alliances at the workplace, so I would keep my eyes and my ears open. But it seems like you're very adamant, and you're moving forward in a very progressive sort of way when it comes to your finances. And you're okay. You're pretty stable. You're okay. You may be making someone believe that you don't have as much as you do, but you're okay, Cancer. And it's that type of thing where it's like you don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Some of you are doing that. Now, let's look at love for some of you, because I feel it for those of you who are single. Love is on your mind. Love is on your brain. There is someone at the workplace that could be a secret love at the workplace. And I feel like there's a lot of attraction between you and a particular person, but it's almost like for some of you, it could be you like them and they like them and they like them. Everyone's looking at the other person kind of thing going on. For some of you, you may know that someone's already committed, but again, there's some form of attraction here. And for others of you, more happy and more positive news, there is a commitment that's coming up, something that definitely you guys are working on. A lot of messagings. For some reason, I'm getting a hell of a lot of long distance relationships. I don't know. I guess you know why it is, because we're going to have the nodes in Gemini and Sagittarius. And I think that just creates a lot of distant love that's going to be going on, and, local love, but more distant love as well. So maybe I'm just kind of throwing out there. I'm not really sure. I feel that some of you may feel like this person is very familiar. You're very comfortable with them. You're able to establish something anew with this person. And again, a lot of communication, a lot of talking, a lot of wanting to come see one another. Looks like that's what you're going to be doing. So again, you may be, stacking up your travel miles, because the two of you will be doing a whole lot of coming back and forth to see one another. I do see that being very prominent. Kind of almost can't stay away from each other, but the distance is quite a bit. It's not something you can just jump in your car and drive for, a few minutes. Like, you're going to be on that road for a while, and it looks like the two of you will be doing that. So a great opportunity. It looks like some of you single Cancers, you will find yourself being probably with a fire sign, of someone that has that very fiery energy and drive, very progressive, very extremely independent person who kind of follows the beat of their own drum, very self-reliant, resilient, someone who can kind of be counted on, but very strong. That's kind of what they give off, very strong endurance. And I feel like there's a wanting to work and build on this relationship, work things out with this person, and kind of grow together. Absolutely. I see pregnancy, possibly. Some of you Cancers, congratulations, because you are pregnant. You are with child. There is a celebration. An announcement probably will be coming out, obviously, in sometime in 2020, if it hasn't already. I feel like for some of you Cancers that are in relationships, some of you, it's kind of a strange dichotomy, right? Because some of you are addressing issues of past that has probably been problematic in your family dynamic, and you are addressing that now. You may be pregnant or have a very young child, and so you're not really wanting to leave this dynamic between you and your mate. You are thinking heavily, have been probably for the last 4 months, or will be a month to 4 months. I'm really thinking about, what your next move should be, because, this person, it belongs to you. He is very loyal. He is very committed, or he or she. They're loyal, committed. They can be counted on. They love their family. So you're trying to decide, what is it that you're going to do? Should you leave? Should you go? Should you stay? Should you not? That sort of thing. Some of you may pick your ball up and go. Some of you may say, with all that you have been and all that you are, I need more. You're never going to change. And it may have to do with someone having a lot of options and just basically greedy to some extent. So some of you are really contemplating that. Now, if it's not happening in the first quarter, it may be happening by your birthday season, which is in quarter 3. Yeah, quarter 3. So we'll look at that. Otherwise, for some of you, you are going to continue doing what you're doing, but you're paying close attention. Okay. Now, for some of you, that's not your situation, hopefully it's not. I feel like your family dynamic is growing and it's getting better and stronger. Okay. There's more giving that's going and coming to you. Okay. A lot of you, I have to say, you're not the same Cancer you were before. Okay. Whether this person just got with you and you guys kind of rushed into a relationship and now you're pregnant or now you're living together, whatever the dynamic is, you've had relationships prior. You've dealt with this person before. There's some form of you, or it could just be age or, wisdom and growth, but there's something, part of you that's just changed. You're not the same. So you aren't going to give everything that you got. You have to also maintain what it is that you want to do and who you are and where you're going. Hello, North Node. That's North Node. It's not going to stay there. It will leave you in May. So this very strong and independent and reverent and I'll do whatever and nobody's going to tell me, that leaves in May. So listen, try to handle it, try to get every little bit of juice out of it that you can. Because I do see that, not really being the same person and not so much feeling like you have to, succumb to everyone else, in exchange for yourself. No, you're towing the line and you are balancing it out and you are giving when necessary and you're nurturing and being there for everyone. But at the same time, you don't forget you and you make time for you and you progress forward in your career life and you seek out new opportunities for yourself so that you too will maintain a source of happiness. Because if you're not good and you're not happy, how can you be for others, right? And I think some of you are coming into 2020 understanding that very important lesson, right? And that could come from having give so much, and some of you may have made some form of sacrifice when it comes to family, and it's like it's made you grow up. It's made you identify yourself as an individual, as an independent, and take that role, and now you're taking it on very seriously. So in this first quarter, I would say very good. Money looks amazing. Life is progressing very nicely. You're in really great spaces when it comes to love, even if you're single, like you have an opportunity to meet people who matches your energy straight away. I just feel like someone may be chasing money a lot or on a chase with a lot of things. And I feel that there's an opportunity to really build something with someone, but two people have to kind of not say in it together, but two people have to definitely be aware of this opportunity that you both share, and I feel to some extent there is this awareness, but life, responsibility, chasing your dreams, those things may pull you away from each other from time to time. If, like I said, if you're single, but you guys definitely know what you want, you're very solid in that. Cancer men are completely preparing themselves for being a husband, right? And a happily ever after. There is just still a little bit of ways you have to go. Okay, because some of you are still stuck on someone, could be a fire sign, that you thought it was going to be a family situation, that you wanted it to be that forever and a day, that you felt like you put everything that you could into the situation and it didn't pan out that way, right? So now there's a sense of you having to reassess, readjust what your reality now is, because now you're going through a new normal. And I feel that you're going to kind of throw yourself into work, or throw yourself into the realities of your life. And through that, you may find someone through work, because love is coming your way. I mean, it's just coming for you. And so it may find you an area of work, right? So that is your first quarter. Now let's look at your second. To continue on with the video, click the link in the description box below.